Hello everyone, it's CM Kozeman. Today we are going to have a tutorial and I'm going to be teaching you how to draw dinosaurs or other creatures effectively using certain techniques found in the art of manga. If you hadn't noticed, for the past year, due to the COVID pandemic, I've been simping for a lot of anime and I've also been reading a lot of manga. And as a result, I've noticed certain techniques that these Japanese artists use, and it's very effective. It's actually very simple, and to the best of my abilities, today I am going to show you how you can easily reconstruct dinosaurs by using similar techniques. All right, so let's get to it. First, let me begin by opening a skeletal drawing. I've already picked this out before, so let's go. Just a second. Oh my god, who put these here? Oh my god, possibly couldn't be me. My computer's been hacked. Well, I told you I had been simping for anime a lot, didn't I? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Anyways, okay, for today's artwork, I picked up a skeletal drawing by the very talented DeviantArt user Franoys. His or her link or their link is in the description. Please visit it, franoys.deviantart.com, and thanks in advance for this really nice skeletal drawing of a predatory dinosaur called Chilantaisaurus. This was like a kind of a medium-sized, still much bigger than a horse, but for dinosaurs it was a medium-sized predator. It's known from a big claw, certain leg and hip bones, and the rest, shown here in gray, is kind of conjectural, but we're gonna be doing our best. We're gonna be gambatte. Okay, let's open this bad boy in Photoshop, and please pretend you didn't see any of the other images. Okay, first, now I'm going to be showing everything step by step. First, this is our source image, okay? Then I'm going to open my standard illustration file. I've always set these standard images so that my images are more congruent and I don't need to deal with screen resolution or other things. Okay, so we take this, select all, copy, close, open new file, paste. So now it's going to be the exact same size, and I just didn't want to draw on my template. So we fill it all black, invert white, threshold is okay, pure as the driven snow, white, ready to go. So now I'm gonna make this illustration, but I don't want to. Okay, look, select all, copy. Okay, I use Photoshop really fast, but I'm gonna be narrating all the commands. Just keep up with me, okay? If I go any slower, this will take much longer, but I'll try to be as open and transparent as possible. Okay, so this is our source image by the very talented Franoys of DeviantArt. So I copied it, close, we don't need it anymore, and I'll paste it on my work file, let's say. Now it's here. You see, we delete this layer, we don't need it. It's like this. Okay, so now let's work with this a little. Now, if I make the illustration like this, you see the tail takes up a lot of space, and we know what a tail looks like. Everybody knows what a tail looks like. Let's just crop it a little. Okay, select all, crop. I just crop the image so the extra tail space wouldn't take up extra memory in my computer. Anyways, so now even though we are using the skeleton for like as a more than reference, let's play around with it a little so that we add to this artist's work and it's not like tracing from a paper. Okay, so select all, flip horizontal, let's face it. Okay, I don't like the screaming dinosaur trope. So let's close this guy's jaws. I select the lasso tool. The anti-aliasing is always off. I hate this thing. Feather is at 0%. Let's select the jaw, lower jaw. Copy, cut, paste in place. So it's now a separate jaw. Now we're gonna close this bad boy. But first, this is a separate layer. Change the blend mode to darken because of what we're just gonna do now. And then control transform. Okay, now we're gonna close the jaw. You see the center point, you move it to the actual jaw joint of the creature, and by selecting it from the corner, I closed it. All right, is this thing recording? Okay, it's recording. So now the jaw has been closed and it's set to darken mode. So if it was normal, it would be like this, but now it's darkened. So now it's visible. Okay, I merge it down. Okay, so now it's not screaming. Let's change this guy's posture a bit. I mean, okay, one pet peeve I have about theropod reconstructions is that in all of these animals, this upper leg bone is always angled forward. So let's play the same trick. Oh, we take this leg. All right, transform again. Flip horizontal, not flip that, just twist it a little. Yeah, like this. Okay, deselect. Again, select all, transform. You see now the leg is kind of like, the ground is this way, okay? So now we're gonna angle the whole animal up a bit, okay? Cool. Deselect. And now we're just gonna have it look down a bit. So for this, I just use the lasso tool, move the center point to jaw, the neck bone joint, deselect. I do it again. I mean, you could practically use this like a puppetry tool or even make animations, and some people do, but today we're in the drawing business. Okay, so I angled the head down a bit. So now it's kind of ready to go. A little. Still got some odds and sods missing around here. Okay, we angle the claw down. Okay, what should this do? Okay, let's just change the posture a little. So it's also out of respect for the artist who did this, because if I was just to trace the damn thing, it just would be boring. Okay, now here's a dinosaur science bit. This animal is known from these bones only, so its jaw structure is kind of conjectural. So why don't we just change this? Maybe it was, I imagine maybe it had a blunter head, something like this. Also maybe it had a bigger skull overall, so like this. Again, I'm using the Command Shift buttons to skew this. You know, you could make everything but let's just be realistic now. And slightly, yes. Oh, Sadhana. Yes, now it's looking like a unique kind of thing. I'm just using the skeleton as a reference. Okay, select all, transform. Let's grow this bad boy a bit. Okay, now our base drawing is ready. All right. Should I keep going or make a separate video? Okay, you know what? This is part 1. Our base drawing is ready. In the next part, I'm gonna be showing you all about how to trace this bad boy using techniques that are somewhat similar to manga and anime, but you don't need to be an anime buff to understand it. Okay, see you in part 2. Stop.